Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday and happy Independence Day weekend. What a Memphis Wrestling episode today, episode 71, featuring the Great American Clash. Also, another clash happened, the Battle of the Big Men. K-Toomer one-on-one with Mads Kruger. Also, we saw Austin Lane perhaps getting a little bit of trouble. Just saw a tweet come through from him just a few moments ago. But hello, everybody. I am Dustin Starr once again. Happy Independence Day weekend. Hopefully you guys are being safe and having a good time. I'm actually out of town this weekend. As you can see, I'm not in Memphis, Tennessee, and in just a moment I'm going to be back right there on the beach. But don't worry, I'll be back and we're going to have some fun on July the 10th. That is next Sunday, our next live television taping. And if you thought that these last couple of weeks were awesome, just wait till you see what's coming up. Also, Big Connor from the Ascension will be in the house next Sunday, July 10th. Live television taping. Also, Al Capone, who sings Whoop That Trick. He's going to be there at Memphis Wrestling to do just that with K-Toomer being victorious today. What an episode we had on Memphis Wrestling. Let me see if I can prop my phone up somewhere or something. What's going on with you guys here today? What did you think of the episode? Got a couple of minutes here. Happy episode 71. Happy 4th, Rob. I appreciate it. That is not Mississippi behind me. I am actually out at the beach, with my my friends and family here. And Reese the Beast is currently taking a nap. He kind of napped through Memphis Wrestling, but that's okay. I sure as heck didn't. Rob says, great episode, man. I really appreciate it, Rob. I think that we're really hitting our stride at this point. Some real fun stuff coming up. Buff Bagwell being on the program. Buff has been a friend for quite a while. Awesome stuff from him. Cannot wait to see him inside the Wrestle Center. Not just signing autographs, but he's going to be at the desk with me, and apparently he's going to call out Mike Anthony. And if you know anything about Buff Bagwell here recently, he is not in any condition to compete or to fight. He had some surgery on his leg. He's rebuilding Buff, so we'll see what happens with Mike Anthony next week, if Mike is even there. The gun show smashed through a table. I'm sure we're going to get an update on that as well. Women's division match. Yeah, Rob, Cassandra almost won Grind City a couple of years ago. That first Grind City Rumble, she did almost win it. And now she's got an opportunity for the Gauntlet for Gold 2. And today she squared off against Nyx, who debuted last week against DDT and picked up the victory. And man, what a one-on-one contest, only to be interrupted. Let's just call a spade a spade. To be ruined. The match was ruined by Diana Taylor. So Rob says, so the women's gauntlet will be a cakewalk. Yeah, right. I don't think anything's a cakewalk here in Memphis Wrestling. Lurby says, happy Canada from where I am, and happy Independence Day from where you are. Lurby, thanks, man. I really appreciate that. There's Richard. Happy 4th to you. Yes, happy Independence Day weekend to everybody. We're out here at the beach having a good time. Next week, we are right back inside the Wrestle Center for another live television taping. And you're going to see a lot of changes coming with Memphis Wrestling very, very, very soon here in the near future. Too bad DDT interrupted a good match. Yes, I do have a feeling that we will see a rematch. We're going to see a lot of stuff that's going to happen, especially in the women's division with the Gauntlet for Gold coming up. If you guys have any questions or anything like that regarding today's episode 71, any kind of feedback, you can go ahead and put that in the comments right now. I've got a couple of minutes to discuss it with you, and then I'm going to head back out and get some lunch and probably get a workout in. Lots of new reels on our Instagram page, also on Twitter. If you do not follow us, you probably should, at CW30 Wrestling. Like I said just a moment ago, Austin Lane tweeted out an apology to Memphis Wrestling, because as many of you know, the pile driver is banned. It is illegal, whether it's in a match or outside of a match. And I know Austin was not in, a sanctioned Memphis Wrestling match, but he still delivered the pile driver on Matt Williams. I'm not saying he didn't deserve it. I'm just saying that there will be repercussions, so stay tuned for that. Not looking good for Austin, apology or not. And I know that his actions and his temper just got a little too much for him. And I don't blame him. Once again, I don't blame him. Let's see, Rob says, you'll carry 30 pounds of sand home with you. No doubt it'll be all through the car. Lurvy, I'm really impressed with the young talent Memphis Wrestling keeps bringing in. You're really giving the young lions quite a push. Well, that's what it's all about. And somebody said in the live chat, it's not that we don't like the classic guys. We love them. Those are our favorite wrestlers of all time. But at this point, you don't put Larry Bird into a Celtics game. You know what I'm saying? My favorite player of all time, Zebo. He's not playing for the Grizzlies, although he is repping the brand. So just to be fair there, yes, absolutely. The young lions, the up-and-coming talent, Mike Anthony's, the gun shows, the GOATs. Say Washington killed it last week one-on-one. I believe it was last week with Mike Anthony. So lots of really good stuff coming up. And then also you're going to see it continue. Coley says K. Toomer won the match. I don't think K. Toomer ever loses a match. How crazy is this? K. Toomer is on one of the hottest streaks ever in Memphis wrestling. Rob says Mads gave Toomer a good match, but Fat Shih Tzu prevailed. What a tope suicida by a man that's 7 feet tall, nearly 300 pounds, diving out onto K. Toomer. Absolutely incredible athletic display. Coley says yesterday was Canada Day. Okay, very cool. We had Russia versus the USA, the true American who has fought for his country as far as the military is concerned. He has answered the call to help his community as a firefighter. And then also, he is fighting for the USA on Independence Day weekend against Russia. What a match that was. I'm a big fan of Memphis wrestling when I was a kid, like watching Power Pro back in the day. Y'all keep it going. Thank you, Memphis Wrestling. That's Richard. Power Pro is where I came up. I cut my teeth on Power Pro wrestling. Grew up watching USWA, and I cannot wait for the longevity of this Memphis wrestling to, quite frankly, outperform both of those. And again, no hate. That's just our goals, is that we want to be the very best Memphis wrestling that there ever has been. And of course, that's always going to be subject to opinion. So thanks, Richard. I really appreciate it. Rob says next week the famous masked luchador Besto of the Besto will debut. Don't know what that is, Rob. Sorry. Brody, great show again, Dustin. Happy 4th to you and your family. Brody, I want to see you dance into some Memphis wrestling songs. Coley says, how about Boss Fight Studio? I don't know what that means. Lurvy, the Hollywood clique has grown. Oh my gosh. And anytime they're at the desk, it's just a pain in the butt. But was wondering when Van Vicious goofball teammates were going to join Jimmy Blaylock in the company, who will no doubt interfere as many matches as possible. The Elements of Wrestling returned today on Memphis Wrestling. And of course, they are with the Hollywood clique. I was worried that Toomer was going to have to do a tope. That would have been scary. I wanted to see what he was going to do. Absolutely. Best of the best. Boss Fight Studio is created toys. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, hopefully we'll have some toys one day on Memphis Wrestling. But that's all the time that I have for you right now, guys. Episode 71. If you're watching this and you have not seen it, you need to go back and watch it. The main event is spectacular. Derek King versus Van Vicious once again ended exactly how we thought it was going to end, with just nastiness or whatnot. Elements of Wrestling versus Country Rock ended exactly how we was going to end. And next week we've got Derek King versus Van Vicious. We can set out rat traps for the Hollywood clique. Coley says Matt Riddle's going to win tonight. Okay, real quick, put in there in the comments who's going to win Money in the Bank today. On the men's side and the women's side. Am I red? Definitely have some sunscreen on. Absolutely. Not too bad. Am I burned? Elements of pimpness. I've got Seth Rollins winning Money in the Bank for the men, and I've got Becky Lynch winning Money in the Bank for the women. Can y'all bring Memphis Wrestling to Corinth, Mississippi at Crossroads Arena? Y'all would do very good there. Thanks, Richard. EPW out in Boonville, Mississippi does shows there, and sometimes we work together with those guys. Jonathan says Matt Riddle. Lurvy says great matches, but so many distractions and interference decided the results. I think we had one match that was thrown out. Every other match, I think, did have a finish today, so can't really complain on that one. Drew, all right, Rob says Drew, can't believe Logan Paul is an actual contracted WWE superstar. Keith, I could see that coming from a mile away. At least him versus Miz at SummerSlam for sure. 205 Live to NXT, level up. Let's see, Mr. and Mrs. Money in the Bank, baby. Yeah, I agree. Rob, the Elements of Pimpness. All right, guys, I will talk to you later on this week. Don't forget, a brand new Championship Wrestling presented by CarShield will debut and premiere with a live chat tomorrow at noon Central Standard Time. Also, tonight, Money in the Bank, you can watch absolutely free at Dave and Buster's. Dave and Buster's in Memphis. I'm trying to read the comments and talk at the same time. And then also, of course, next Sunday, July the 10th, it is going to be awesome. Whoop that trick. That's what's going to happen. Al Capone's going to be in the house with the Memphis Grizzlies' best hype man in the NBA, BLJ, along with the most electrifying mascot in all entertainment, Super Grizz. He will be there. And of course, next week's show is loaded. I see Keith saying Buff Bagwell rules. He will be at the Wrestle Center next Saturday at the desk with me. And apparently he's going to call out the Memphis Heritage Champion, the Genetic Nightmare, Mike Anthony. I'll see you guys next week. Oh yeah. Happy Independence Day weekend, everybody.